Hello, thank you for joining RasPipKr tutorials. I'm Martin Parker, and in this video I'm going to be sorting out a few problems with my security menu. In a previous video I did mention that there is a problem with it, and I asked if any of you could spot it and leave me a comment. I've not seen any, but you've had your chance. So this is basically it. In the heating menu I have something in there, but I don't have it in the security menu, and that is a back button, which is an oversight by myself, but it shouldn't be an issue. I'm just going to create one and put it in. Now, because I'm going to be changing the layout, the back button in the heating menu is up in this top corner, so I want to actually get that to reflect as a standard. So having said that, although I do like this layout, I do want to I'll have to move these over, because I think it would look weird if I had my back button here and then these over here, or put the back button here, move this into the middle and put this down. So I'm going to move the zone 1 to next to zone 2, zone 3 next to zone 4. External voice will go about here, doors voice will go there. Just bring it back up because it goes back to screensaver. The back button will be up here, barbecue time will be about there-ish, and the decking lights will be there. So I could always have an additional button in there, just like there. I'm using a mode button as a preset, so I could have a separate preset or something else. So it's my layout, I can always adapt it. It's going to go back, there we go. So in the heating menu I do have that back button, but when you click it, it's not going back to the main menu. So I'm going to sort that out in this video also. So I'm just going to stop that, get rid of that. First things first, I'm going to create that back button, but I'm going to be doing it as a round button, so it matches the other rounded buttons. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our project, which will be the zone button. They're the rounded corner buttons, rounded square buttons even, and these ones are the rounded buttons. So I'm going to bring that into the screen. I'm going to make this a bit bigger. And then first of all I want to have a red background so it matches the heating menu colour for the back button. So I'm just going to click that on. So we've got our button already there, and just like before, rather than playing around with my project for my buttons, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on edit, copy visible, click on edit again, paste as paste as new image, so it'll pop up here, and there we go. So I've got my new image. I don't need to have this anymore, so I'm just going to close that off. I don't want to save any changes, and bring this bigger as well. Right, so we've got that ready. All I need to do now is to add the text back into there. So I'm just going to click into there. It doesn't matter where I put it because I'm going to align it into the setter. So I'm going to enter the word back. So that's there. And now I need to click on the alignment tool. Click on that text box and then click align center of target, so it'll go into the middle, and then align middle of target, so it's going to go up and down into the middle. So there we go, we've created our back button in seconds really. So now I'm going to click File, Export As, and I want to put this into the same folder where I'm working. So that's the back button, which is the square button with the rounded corners. So this I'll put as back. Now I'll put this as round back button. Okay, so click enter on there or click export, and then this pops up, press export, and that's the button created. So that's quick and easy done. Close that off, don't need that now. Alright, so in my script I need to sort my layout. So I'm going to go down to my security menu, and first things first, I'm going to jumble these around so that my zone 1s are to the left of zone 2 and zone 3 will be to the left of zone 4. So in regards to the layout, I'll just show you exactly what I mean. So that will be there, that will be there. So what I want to do is take these and then move these over into these columns, so it's a straightforward swap. So zone 1 will go into where the modes button, so that's column 2, so that wants to go there, so I want 2 there. That wants to be in zone 2, column 2, sorry. That one wants to be in column 0 to get it to the left. That wants to be in column 0 to put that to the left. The modes button wants to go to column 1, and the decking lights button wants to go into column 1. So if I run that, they should now be in the correct places. Hallelujah. Now what I want to do is I want to slide my button in to the top. So I'm going to put that one, rather than it being in the north position of that row, that's going to go to the south position of that row, and this one will go row span of row 0, which is all of this, and then row 1, so that should put it into the middle. So I'll go down to my what I'll do is I'll move these around so they are actually in the order in a moment. So I want my door voice to be in column that. This wants to be row. Nope. This wants to be sticky to the south, so it'll go down. And this one wants to come away because we don't need a sticky on that one. This wants to be row span equals 2, so that will be row 0 and row 1. So that will move that into the middle, and let's just make sure. There we go, and then the back button will get positioned up here. And what I'll do now is I will position these so I'm just going to press Ctrl and X to cut that text out of there. That is row 0, column 0, so that will stay at the top. So I'm just going to shuffle that up, and then it's row 1. Yep, so what I want to do is bring my text down to hit this point here and then paste it back in, and now we've got our zone 1 and zone 3 buttons next to the zone 2 and the zone 4 button. Right, so above the external voice button is where I'm going to put that back button. So I can have the same name as I do have for this one. So what I could do is completely copy this But a what? Let's write it in. Let's not be lazy. Right, so we're going to have back image is equal to tk.photo image, and this is a file that we're working with, and I need the equal sign, otherwise it won't work. And like here we've got the actual, we've put the files as the actual list of them, but we're working with a button that's not going to change. So in this case, we can actually just put the actual file name. So round back button.png. So there's our image brought into it. So now we're going to have our actual back button equals tk.B button, and this is going to go into the same area. This text is covering it over ish. It's going to go into the display frame, or the disp frame as I call it. And this is going to be an image, we're not having text on it, and this will be back img, and we're going to have a background of black, and we don't want to have a border, so I'm just going to set that to 0, and then we want to have it so that we don't have that strange box set around it, which is a light coloured line, the default colour. So I need to enter high light thickness equals 0. And then I want to have an active background of black, so it doesn't change the colour of the background. And I'll drop this down actually, so it's not going too far over on this screen. So this will be active background equals black, and we're going to set a command to this, so it will go back to the main menu. I believe that's how I've done the main menu. Yep, main menu like that. And then close that off. And what I need to do is, that's in the top. So this will be back btn.grid. This will be row 0, column 0, and this wants to be set to the top position. So this we're going to use the sticky method equals north, and there we go. That button should be there. But we need to add it as a global variable, so it will get presented on screen. So I need to put back image into up here, and I'll do it on to this line because it's not very big. Yeah, and there we go. So what we'll do first is we will enter the command for the back button into the heating menu, just so it's got that in place, because it doesn't do anything at the moment. So I'm just going to drop that down so it's not too long, and then in here I'm going to enter the command option as main menu, and then we'll test both of them out. So we'll go to the heating first. So because I've just gone onto the heating menu by clicking that, I do get that 30 seconds, but as we've set the command by clicking the back button, it will go straight back, And now if we go to the security menu, we do have that option for the back button, and we can get that straight back to the main menu. We just need to sort out our padding for this button, so I'm just going to set some padding in the Y direction. The X is okay, that's fine. That just looks a bit too close up at the top. So I'm just going to go back down to the security menu, and just like we did on the other ones, we had pad Y, and we had pad 6 on them ones for the X. We can put them in as well. So pad X equals 6 and a pad A of 5 in the Y direction, sorry. And then that should have brought it down nicely. We've got an even gap. So I want to I'm happy with the top. Looks good. Sides okay. Sorted. Yeah, cool. Right, so timed out. Right, so we've got our back buttons working, and we've sorted out the mistake of not having a back button in this menu. So right, that's it for this video. Just a quick short fix, and yeah, the text size is the same size as what we did have. This is only smaller text because of the amount of text that was going into the rounded button, so it's more visible, but it is the same size as that. So I'm happy with that. So that's it for this video, and in the next video we'll start doing something with our GPIOs. So I'll have to have a webcam attached to my Raspberry Pi just so I can show that I've got something attached, and I'll put something together and trigger some relays so I can effectively like turn on the decking lights sort of thing. So I'll do that in the next video. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.